Hello everybody, this is Andrew and this is the 2021 layout tour / layout update. A lot has changed on the layout. We have better boarding, got better framework. The chipboard for this board here, which I don't think I ever documented, but I had to replace that. All the track is now Pico code 100 flex track. And we have some of the Pico streamline points, which is only 2 on the layout for the outer loop, so I can run express trains a lot faster and they don't come off, which is nice. And the other ones, due to space constraints, are the standard Pico set track points. Now the track is on cork bed, as you can see. First off, I was just going to paint it grey, and I did like the look of that, but then I decided to use the Woodland Scenics ballast. I've used the really fine stuff, and I think the effect you get down to here, that really looks nice when you got a nice steam train going along. So it's all nailed down with track pins. All the joints are soldered, and when I did lay it down, it was in winter. We've had some hot days coming into summer now here in Australia, and I have had no issues with the track ever warping or breaking coming off the board. I never have in the past. I've never really had to put the expansion joints in the track at all. Just in a granny flat shed down the back here, and I do have insulation in the roof. Whether that does help with temperatures, I don't know. But if I'm home on a hot day, I do come and crack open the window just to let some of the hot air out. It has seemed to work for me. So start off with some of the details. We have a nice little harbour scene here. This is a wharf that's still in progress. It's just made out of balsa wood, but I want to add some more details. So I don't know whether to put some individual wood along there or some matte car sheeting. This is just painted blue with a bit of acrylic clear coat on top. Comes out good enough for me. I have used the Woodland Scenics realistic water in the past, but you know, like a bottle's going to go to waste on me because I don't need that much of it. So if I can find a kit that's a little bit smaller than the big kits you can usually get, then maybe. But I might just put a few more coats of acrylic gloss clear coat on there. So here we are. Still got to paint that Pico kit there, but haven't been able to go to the hobby shop because they're still only doing click and collect, and paint colour is something I want to look at in person and kind of decide there. Got the Pico turntable there, little engine servicing facility. Got the Thomas and Friends water tank there. That came with the signal box, which I'll show you in a minute. Then over here we have the engine shed that I built, a Hornby engine shed. This is pretty recent, last month or so I've been working on this hill, just a little bit at a time. It's almost quite finished. Got the N-scale tunnel portals there. Got my old Erdl tunnel there just for a bit of fun. Have started to do signalling, but they're just for decorations. I have built these out of balsa wood, and I've got the old semaphore Hornby signals as well. We have the lumberyard. Then over here we have the little helipad. Might get a little hut building there. For that I'm not 100% certain. And we've got a hill coming over here. We have the hotel, general store, petrol station, church, the manufacturing factory. Here, don't know whether it's going to stay a park or I might even just put some buildings there. The KFC, I do have to repaint that. I do have the paint. I've got the correct colour red and nice white. Just the plastic's gone a bit funny. As you can see, that's where the decal used to be. That came off years ago. That's the colour it's supposed to be. The petrol station I've started to paint white because that's had the same issue. My level crossing, this is just the gates off the Erdl track system. The old Hornby signal box here. I think it's a Hornby triangle. Got a house here. Now the farm is something that I have done a lot of redone, like I redid all the grass with the static grass. If I get down low, you can kind of see that it stands up a bit, which is nice. That's not the short one, I don't remember the exact measurements. Got the Hornby fencing. I figured that was the easiest way on a corner because it's nice and flexible. Got the hay little area here, and got the cows. Got a bit of a road. Got the lynch in there for bushes, pigs, sheep, cows, tractor. Over here we have the coal mine. I do have some real coal to break up and put on top because the fake coal, it just looks a bit too fake for me. Over here we have some sidings. Then we have the oil refinery there, just as a background thing really. It's not the best detail, but it's a kit that I sort of kit bashed and some old containers and painted. And then the hill, as you can see, the fake coal, just looks too fake. Coming over here, a bit of a different view. This is the little station junction area. Got the abandoned station. Got Scruffy, that's a recent purchase. The Sodal mail van there, that's quite nice. The abandoned station. Water tower, coal, the parking lot, and a nice siding that I can keep. Like the Flying Scotsman, for example, and 2 coaches parked in here, so it's kind of just a bypass sort of siding where you can park up a train and that, or if you're doing a slow goods, pick up and set down. This is the Hornby signal box. Now this came with the water tower. Apparently it is kind of a rare and hard to find item these days. I like it. I do like the Bachmann resin model, but they're discontinued also and really hard to find, and that would take up, I think the Bachmann model is double the size. So if you're looking for a nice small sort of one, Thomas sort of theme, I'd recommend that. Just a cheap plastic signal gantry. Was going to put the double semaphore Hornby ones there, but I can't seem to find them. You can only get the distant ones, so just put that one there. That will do the job. Coming along, just got a few things just there. The park, the church. All the roads are satin black, non-gloss, just acrylic art paint, which is quite nice, and the lines are just a white paint pen. Just give you a different quick overview of the town. And that's pretty much it. I will put a couple of clips of some of the trains running around, but this is almost done. I'm having 0 issues with the track, which was the main reason I ripped up all the track. To redo all the track here, track pins, track joiners, points, the flex track itself, it cost me a little over $500. So if you were going to buy flex track to build a layout of this size, this is like it's not too big. I can't remember the exact measurements because I have added on, you can't see, but along here there is a join in the board, so it has been expanded a few times. I think originally it was a 6x4, but it's probably just a little bit bigger than the standard Hornby track plan mat. Just extended a bit. It's based on that, just as a single track. But yeah, all the electrics is working fine, all the points are working fine, and I have been servicing all my engines and rolling stock, getting all the couplings working fine. Just been following the video guides by Barry Davis. It's helped me out a lot, just the videos on how to get the couplings and your rolling stock working well, because that was a big issue that I had. Watching his videos has helped me heaps. Just like to give a shout out to him if he ends up watching this. Yeah, he explains a lot of things. Signaling, I learned where to place signals, even though mine's very rudimentary in compared to what he has in signals on his model railway. Yeah, and I will put up a video, a clip coming up of the trains going over at speed over the Pico Express point. I know Barry did do a video on showing the Hornby ones, so I will put in a clip of that showing the Pico ones. Now they are the exact same dimensions and sizing, but I think that out of the two, the Pico and the Hornby, whether you want a set track or a streamline, the Pico ones, I've never really had any issues. Certainly not since putting these in, but with the Hornby ones, granted they were over 8 years old, maybe they would needed replacing, but I've gone all Pico this time and everything has been working out fine. The Pico rail joiners, the track pins, flex track points, the point motors, it just all works in tandem perfectly. Hopefully you can hear me over the noise, but I've got the train running pretty quickly now, and we'll see it come down over the streamline point. Now, you generally would have an issue if you were using a set track point, but a streamline point allows you to run your trains at faster and unrealistic speeds and not have an issue at all. Now this diesel here, I usually do have an issue running at speed over points, but that point there and this point here are both streamlined, so I can run them as fast as I want. And most of the corners here are a little bit bigger than third radius, so I don't have an issue with some of the bigger steam trains either anymore. So definitely something to consider if you want to run your trains at speed and you have the space. Chuck in a streamline point and then you get smooth operations like this.